What's up, guys? Aaron here with the Lean and Mean Academy. Welcome back. I'm just out here doing a little maintenance on Mad Max, getting a little oil change going on here, fixing the rig up for this week. Look at that. She's pretty, ain't she? Even though she's a 98. Hey, listen. So today's video is going to be about the 3 main mistakes that I made when I first started my pressure washing business. And sometimes I forget that some of you guys on the channel are brand new to the channel. Okay, so if you're brand new, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit that the little bell so you know whenever you're gonna get another video that comes out. And we're gonna talk about everything about how to start a one-truck lean and mean pressure washing business. So before we jump into it, we're gonna do a little truck talk here in a second. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
That's a deal.
To get started in the pressure washing business.
What's up, guys? Aaron here with the Lean and Mean Academy. Welcome back.
3, 2, 1.
And that we're trained inside of our minds subconsciously.
Look at that. Number 1. Hey! Hey! What are you doing, man?
Let's go ahead and jump into this. The 3 main mistakes I made when I first started my pressure washing business. I'm gonna go ahead and light me up a cigar. Some of you guys aren't used to me smoking cigars on the channel, and I'm here to tell you, man, where have y'all been, dog? I've been smoking cigars on the channel for a long time. So if this is new to you, welcome. I smoke a lot of cigars on here. I really like this current cigar that I'm smoking is My Father, the Judge. Shout out to my boy Hamid. These are amazing cigars, some of my favorites, and I am kind of officially addicted to them. So the first big mistake that I made when I started my pressure washing business was, and it was kind of a product of the environment. I was really broke. So I had zero patience when it came to, ranking my website or anything like that, trying to get traffic. I just didn't really understand. I didn't know what I didn't know, and I kind of got frustrated at the beginning because I thought that it should rank faster than it was ranking. And that's something that I think a lot of guys deal with. I don't think that's uncommon because, you pay money for a site and you start thinking, you're like, shit, I'm paying money for it, I should be showing up. That's not really how it works. Everybody who's anybody is paying money to get their site built. The guys who are really working, really doing stuff, really committed to the game are really, frankly, the ones who are gonna outlast everyone else. So it had to be explained to me, and this is before I started doing any SEO or anything like that. I didn't really understand why that took so long, okay? And just doing some minor research curbed that for me and really taught me that I need not let up on my exterior peripheral marketing things. Like, I was doing door knocking early on. I was doing some yard signs early on. While my site and stuff was being built and stuff like that, I was still doing some of these things really heavily. I was using some Facebook ads and stuff like that to try to get clients. And after my site got SEO'd and I started really having Dave run my Google ads, stuff like that, I let off of the Facebook ads as much because I had too much business, right? I had too much going on, and I frankly couldn't keep up with everything that was going on at the time. And this was probably a year down the line, right? This was a year down the line for me starting off of just being an impatient asshole on the front end. Just because, you don't know what you don't know. So if you're brand new and you're broke, you're gonna have to have some patience on the digital end. Whoa! See, I keep that dang, hey. That's a damn blade on a string, cuz. Shake. Boy, so just be patient on the front end. Understand that this is a business, all right? It takes time. It takes time to get up and rolling. And this is the real separator on the front end for a lot of guys, man. There's so many guys out there who do, you know, the word of mouth thing, and they stay in that land, and they're always, you know, they always got a stack of yard signs coming in, a stack of flyers. And look, there's guys who run their business that way, and that is completely fine. It's not the way I prefer to run my business, but that's fine if they want to do it that way. The problem is you're constantly having to reload, all right? So I was just tired of reloading. I was just tired of sweating. You know, I'm always A to B, quickest way to B, so it really was one of those things that I just wish I was a little more patient early on and understanding of how long it took. Okay, so the number 2 mistake that I made in my business, let's go ahead and drive a little bit, man. This is truck talks. So the number 2 mistake that I made early on in my business is underestimating the amount of runway I would need to, before I started hiring guys to clean for me, okay? And that's a problem, right? Because if you start having guys come work for you, okay, you need enough business, unless they're like your cousin or your uncle, you know, whatever. Need a little second chance. Hey, a little second chance. Little meth issue way back. He gonna get on his feet. You need some runway. You need some serious business to kind of justify their schedule. This is for people if they don't know you, right? If you ain't got somebody working like, hey, Uncle John, I'll work part-time on Thursday, Friday. That's a different situation. I'm talking about if you're hiring people who have families and stuff like that, which maybe right off the bat, it will be smart for you to hire somebody who's just like super part-time and they only work Thursday, Friday, Saturday, right? And you place all of your bigger jobs on those days to where you can periodize when you've got the, you know, the difficult jobs, or the bigger jobs, the jobs where you're going to really need some help, okay? I didn't understand just how many jobs I would need to keep a guy busy and just how stout the marketing needed to be to keep lead flow coming in, right? Because a lot of us, if we're passing out flyers and it's just you, right? It's just you, and then you're going out and cleaning this stuff. What you're noticing is a giant roller coaster of business. You're noticing the flyer going out, right? Then you're starting to get calls, then you price it, and then you go and do the job. Well, that's what's creating this runway. But if you're the guy doing the jobs, all right, the flyer goes out, that's a dead week. You go price it, the next week is the big week where all those jobs get stacked, right? And hopefully at the end of that week, you're starting to really pass out some more flyers, or however you're doing it, if you're doing it that way, right? And the following week is another big week, right? So you got a down week, an up week, a down week, an up week, right? And this is so common for guys in the business who are trying to make it happen. They're doing this juggle thing. Well, understand the runway you're gonna need, and I really recommend topping out yourself and your own productivity in the business before you start hiring, right? Make it to where it's just almost obnoxious and you're telling your spouse or yourself that you're just like, I can't do this anymore, I have to hire somebody. Boom, perfect. All right, we got the lead flow, we got you know, automated systems out there that are getting us leads. Okay, we're not having to go out there and put out everything. So we got a constant little drip, right? That's how it'll start. It'll start as a little drip, and then as you build it, as you get, you know, off-page SEO, and you know, you start running Google ads, you start running Facebook ads, you'll start getting a little more of a flow happening that's always just on a certain level, okay? And this is before you're able to really form word of mouth type connection. Some of you guys are starting from zero and you don't have a network. So this is what I'm talking about for you guys, okay? For some of you guys who are contractors already and you're thinking about going into this business, you got just like a built-in network already. All right, well, just go clean those people's stuff. And that's what a lot of guys do. So the second mistake was underestimating lead flow, you know, that I would need. When I started hiring, I would have like down days and I would just make them, you know, clean the trucks, right? It was a rookie mistake. So don't make that mistake. Get constant lead flow, get runway, okay? And then understand that to keep that level of lead flow up and to keep these guys hired, you're gonna have to maintain that. So be very careful. And the third mistake when I started my pressure washing business, man, it was a tough one because I really didn't know what I didn't know. And I didn't have a CRM, a customer relationship management software. That's what that stands for. I didn't have it, so I didn't know what I was missing out on. But you guys know I'm very, very digital in everything that I do. And I didn't know the amount of money that I was losing on the back end not having a legit CRM. And what do I mean by legit CRM? It doesn't mean that it's expensive. Like, there's little apps on your phone, right? They're like $5. And they will house customer data. They will, send an invoice. This is what I call this is not a legit CRM, all right? It's just basically a place that you can it'll email and invoice, stuff like that. That's not what a CRM is. A CRM has built-in ability to house sequences along with all that other stuff. It has the ability to keep in touch with clients, get reviews from clients, request reviews from clients, and it has the ability to create email sequences to stay in touch with these people year around, okay? If you don't have that ability, you're not messing with a CRM, okay? You're messing with just like a customer data software or something. QuickBooks has that ability, but you're not going to be able to build out timed email sequences within like a QuickBooks app. It's just not built that way. It's not meant to do that. It's not QuickBooks' fault. They do great at what they do. But a legit CRM will give you the ability to stay in touch with your clients year after year, month after month. You'll be able to search inside of that CRM for people who haven't been serviced in 6 months or more, right? You're going to be able to engage only those people, right? So everyone else who's been serviced recently is not going to be engaged at that point with that email, right? It's going to be able to sort out those individuals so you can put your message to them and sell to them again, right? That's the point. The point is we render a service, we get money for the service, we go get more money. And the easiest way to get more money is from people who have already given you money for the service, okay? That's the easiest way. Those are already leads who are paid for. So think about that. The second time you clean someone's house, the lead is free, all right? So welcome back to Lean and Mean Academy. This is 3 mistakes that I made when I first started my pressure washing business.